Would you be happy to tell me about the Gilesgate Story Challenge?
Yes, that's more. That's so Gilesgate Story Challenge. Well, is another example as how I kind of come up with a little idea, then get excited by it, and then it just kind of probably got too busy for it. So I like books. I like read. That's my collection of signed first editions at the top there. Nothing that's worth anything, but they're all. Um, so it was 2019 World Book Day was coming up, and we wanted to do something for World Book Day. So one of my staff had an idea, said, why don't we do a short story competition? So I thought about it, and then 2 days later, I was like, right, we're going to do a short story competition, but we're going to illustrate it and we're going to self-publish it and we're going to do it for charity. So we started it 2019. At the time, I was a trustee of Grace House Hospice, and Grace House Short Break and Respite, and so we got the children to write their stories about eyes. And there's a friend of mine illustrated the winning story, and we self-published it, and we sold the book for charity. And I think we raised £2,000 that year.
Wow.
And then obviously the year of the pandemic was a little bit difficult, but we've run the Gilesgate Story Challenge 3 times now, and I'm just about to launch the Gilesgate Story Challenge 4 next month.
Did you say that you had one next to you were going to show?
You know, I did say that, and then I've left it over there 2 seconds.
Don't worry.
So this is the best thing, because you've got to say, think in your head what a self-published book by an optician will look like. But I think this looks way posher.
You might have to move it a bit close to your head. There we go. That is actually very good. As someone that has done publishing and stuff, I appreciate how hard it is. Again, it's
well, it's an experience.
But the things but one of the things that you're looking at is that, yes, it's brilliant to use it to raise money, which is absolutely fantastic. But it's also, there'll be a pride to see your own or someone else's short story actually somewhere and something they can keep.
So two quick things. Sorry, because I'll waffle on about this for ages. But yes, you're exactly right, and that's the whole point of this, is to try and get children excited about writing and proud of what they do. So the first year and the third year, we organised a book signing at Durham Waterstones, and that's the best thing, because we organise it like a book signing. So the winning authors are there, and people come in and they ask them to get their book signed, and that's hopefully something they're going to remember forever, because it was such a good thing. But since we're online, the second year of the competition, we couldn't do that because it was the pandemic. So we did a launch video that took me absolutely ages to do. Have you heard of the Supernaturals? You know the Supernaturals?
Yes,
yeah. So I contacted the Supernaturals to use their song. They were very, very nice people. They didn't want any credits. And they said that, you know, if I put it on YouTube, it would get pulled down because of the copyright. So they gave me a unpublished version of the song, Smile. And we built the video around that song, and it's awesome. Go and have a look on, type Gilesgate Story Challenge into YouTube, and hopefully, because that should have gone viral. That's a great video. Go and have a look at it.
I will check it out, and I'll put the link in the post when I kind of share this as well. But it's stuff like that, you know. It's just what I think rarely comes across, and again, it's part of the reason why I love to do kind of podcasty stuff, is that I think your passion for all these things really comes through. And that's what people like and love. And it's just, you know, it's great in a community that you have people that do stuff like that, that if everyone was super siloed and just focused on business or just boring stuff, you'd lose a little bit of magic, I think. So
yeah, I really like it. It's one of the little side projects that I really like. Yeah, I'm quite proud of.
I was going to say, going back to the visual kind of fixation system, what is your dream for the future? Where would you like it to be? What in the best case that it could play out? What would happen?
I know it works. So I would love to see it available in all hospitals, at least. I think in the business plan, when we looked at it, was to try and get it in all eye hospitals in the UK and 30% of opticians. And it would be great if we could get it something like that.
Yeah. Why just the UK?
Well, sorry, not just I mean, again, I'm not going to get depressing again, but
you've got your patents in America and Canada hopefully soon, and
exactly, it's a much easier sell in America and Canada. I think the way that the NHS is set up and the way that the healthcare is set up in the UK, it's always going to be a little bit of a difficult sell in the UK. But the way that healthcare is set up in the US and Canada, it should be a lot easier. but I'm obviously not very international. So I have no contacts really over in America. So I think I'm gaining contacts, and we're trying to get it over there, but it's just going to take a little bit of time,
But I
really.
was going to say just one day at a time. And it's just,
Yeah.
you don't have to solve it in one day. Just
Oh yeah.
little baby steps, just one contact, one Google search, and you never know which domino is going to make it fall.
Yeah, no, but I'm 47 now. I haven't got that long left. It's taken 6 years to get to this point.
I don't think 6 years is that bad, if that makes sense. One of my fellow friends who I've done some stuff with on the channel, she invented a unique type of cot to save lives and lots of stuff. And that's taken her 10 years. And now
Right.
she's looking at licensing an IP, but then arguably now, unless it's fallen through, it could really kind of take off. But the point, it just takes time.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the one of the best examples I can tell you about it working, this was probably about 2-3 years ago. It was with an earlier prototype. So I work in the hospital, and obviously you can see the notes before somebody comes in, and it was an autistic boy, and all the way through the hospital notes, it was kind of no cooperation, no cooperation, no
yeah,
cooperation. So when he came in, I didn't really give him a chance. I had the device out, and I just did the eye test, but it engaged him straight away, and he
Mhm.
was fine, and we got the result, and it was fine. It was from me, it was fine. And when I turned to the mum and said, it's okay, we've done it, she burst into tears, because it turned out that that was the fourth appointment. Every single time he'd been forced to have drops in, screamed the place down, and she'd been told that if he doesn't cooperate this time, he's going under general anaesthetic. So she was all kind of het up for this, if he's not
Yeah.
cooperating. So yes, it doesn't happen very often, those cases, but for those cases, it works great. So it'd be really nice to see it in every eye hospital.
But things just for that one person can make such a huge difference. You know what I mean? And that's almost when stuff like this can really make a difference. It's always easy to look at the big picture. I want to sell 10,000 units and I want to do this and I want to do that. But when you take it on an individual level, the actual people, that mum who was worried about looking after her son, and it made a real difference. And it's just that's the magic that I guess you get.
Well, that's going back to what you said before, because I'm rubbish at social media. And actually, it would be great to have a network of people that have this device, so that parents can actually go on social media, find out who has one of those, so that you're able to do it. But it's like time to set that up.
Yeah.